You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful fall day here in Gwinnett County, 41 degrees, going up to a high of 56. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, because I did. It was different because my mom wasn't there, but it was good nonetheless. My aunt did a great job. She made so much food, y'all. Now, here's a crazy thing. I never eat a lot at Thanksgiving. I never eat a lot at any holidays. I eat my favorite things, and that's it. And so, the first part of the day, I ate breakfast, and then I did eat some lasagna, and then I ate some cake. And that was pretty much what I ate the whole day. But I ate cake 2 days in a row. So I'm guilty. As a matter of fact, I've eaten cake. I take cake 2 days in a row, and then I ate cake last night. So, of course, when I got on the scale this morning, no weight loss, which was fine. I expected as much because I was like, I got to eat this cake because my aunt made carrot cake, and I hardly ever get a chance to eat that until she makes it, because I don't like everybody's carrot cake, and so I don't eat everybody's carrot cake. So she made carrot cake, red velvet cake, pound cake. I don't like pound cake, so I don't eat pound cake. I think it's just so bland. Like, I've eaten it where it tasted okay, but you gotta have something with it. Like, you will have to eat like ice cream or something like with pound cake. I don't know, pound cake is just heavy. That's why they call it a pound cake, because it has a pound of butter in it. You would think that I would like it because it does have a pound of butter. But I don't like pound cake. My mom used to love a pound cake. My husband liked pound cake. My daughter eat all the crust off the pound cake. I don't like pound cake. But a carrot cake, oh yeah, I love carrot cake. And I like red velvet cake, but I love carrot cake. But I only like my aunt's. Anyway, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving as well. Got a chance to hang out with my cousins when I went to Albany. That was nice. Anytime I go home, and I call Albany home because that's my home. That's where I was born. And anytime I get a chance to go home, it's pretty nice. I just hate the drive though, right? Like we have to do that 3-hour drive, and it was, it was my husband, my daughter, the baby. We were okay because we talked to each other most of the time. But for the most part, I hate doing that drive. And so my husband drove down and I drove back. Now, it didn't take really long. I think it's just a matter of like, I got to do that drive. I remember when doing a 3-hour drive, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, a piece of cake. Now, it's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do the drive. But anyway, I had a good time. Hope you had a good time too. Hope y'all didn't shop too much on Black Friday. Let me tell y'all something. So my nephew's birthday was Thanksgiving Friday, Black Friday. That was his birthday. And so we celebrated it on Saturday because we all got back from my aunt's house on my brother, my nephew was there. We got back from my aunt's house on Friday because my nephew had a football game Friday. He had a really good game. He had a really great game Friday. Got a pick. He got a pick. Which is interception for those of you who don't understand football speak. So he got a pick on his birthday. He had a really great game. And so Saturday, we went to dinner. We went to Hook and Reel, which is in Snellville. Hook and Reel seafood restaurant. Really good food, too, y'all. I had the price. It's kind of pricey, but the food was good. So, and maybe it wasn't pricey, but it seemed like it was pricey for me. But the food was good. So the food was good. But on our way to Hook and Reel on Scenic Highway, we pulled up into the parking lot, and there was a line at Belk department store. I'm talking about the line was out the door, down the street. My husband was like, what's going on there? I was like, people are obviously shopping. I haven't been to Belk since I was a little girl. Like, that's where my mom and my Aunt Fanny used to buy all my clothes from Belk. All my clothes came out of Belk. And so my friends like, I had never heard of Belk till I moved to Georgia. I was like, I know, right? And it used to be one in Albany, and my aunt used to go down there and buy my clothes. My mom used to go there and buy my clothes from Belk. But there was a line at Belk. I mean, I'm talking about literally, y'all, out the door and like down the sidewalk all the way back to like the other stores. It had to be a good 55, 60 people in that line. It was crazy. I was like, that's the kind of stuff right there I don't do. I did Black Friday one time. I'll never forget it. They had iPads on sale at Best Buy for Black Friday. And I was like, I'm going to go get me one of these iPads because it's on sale. And when I tell y'all, I went in that store and I stayed in there for hours trying to get the iPad. I vowed that day in Union, New Jersey, never to do that again. And I never did that again. So I don't do Black Friday standing in long lines. I think that's nuts. I just don't do it. because I started shopping in October pretty much most of the time. So I was like, I'm not doing it. That's crazy. But people were in the line. And I also heard that Ross had a line like that as well. I didn't see Ross's line, but I sure saw Belk's line. And I was like, that's nuts. Like, I'm not doing that. I mean, what? No, I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Anyway, let's get on with this show. Today is Electronic Greetings Day. Electronic Greetings Day. It's also Cyber Monday. Now, I will tell you this. I will shop online for Cyber Monday. Yes, I will. I will shop online for Cyber Monday. I know some people like, I don't want to do that. I would definitely go online and shop on Cyber Monday. Yes. So today is Cyber Monday. I know they got some great sales out there for you guys. So go ahead. Listen, spend wisely because the first of the year still has to come around. You can't spend all your money in November and December and then January come around like, oh my God, what did I spend that money on? Standing in Belk line. That's what you spent the money on. Standing in that line at Belk and Ross and Best Buy and Target. Yeah, that's what you spent your money on. And Cyber Monday, listen, I'm just trying to help y'all out. That's all I'm saying. The first of the year has to come. January has to come. It is going to come. And you be sitting up there in January like, oh my God, trying to pay that credit card bill off. Yes, I'm trying to help you out. All right, let's kick it off with our horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thousand for today. Today is November the 29th, y'all. We are almost at the end of this month. 2 more days and we'll be into December. Running right into, oh my goodness, time has flown. Yes, it has flown. Woo, but anyway, let's kick it off with Aries like we always do. This may not be a time to lend or borrow. Find a quiet spot where you can work diligently and stay out of the way. You may have ignored or neglected your mate lately. Let me tell you something, Aries. If you've been ignoring and neglecting your mate, remember my 2 songs? Jody got your gal and gone. Ain't no sense in going home. Jody got your gal and gone. Then the cleanup woman is a woman who just know that if you have been neglecting that person and ignoring them, Jody and the cleanup woman is right outside your door. I'm just trying to save your relationship. That's all I'm trying to do, Aries. Jody and the cleanup woman is just waiting for you to walk out the door. You hear me? They're going to sweep the floor. All right, Taurus. Do not overspend on entertainment. You could find that children will be a handful. Things have been moving so quickly that you need to do something physical to release your tension. You can make money if you put your savings into conservative investments. Oh, listen, Taurus. Find a financial advisor to help you do that. Do not go out there trying to do it on your own. And a conservative investment is not a bank because you're not going to earn anything on the money you put into the bank. I know it's a place to put your money so you can pay your bills. It is not an investment. Trust me. If you go look at the interest rates on a bank account, checking, savings, money market may give you just a little bit more than a savings or a checking. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get any great interest rate at a bank. So find a financial advisor, a skilled financial advisor, one that comes with references to help you find some way to put your money into conservative investments. If you don't like risk and you can't tolerate the fluctuation of the markets, make sure to find a financial advisor who can help you find the best investment for yourself that you can tolerate physically, because I know people who would have a mental breakdown if they lost like $1,000 in a day. Even though the stock is still there, the stock market drops, the money disappears, they looking at the account, they lose their mind. That's not you, and you need conservative. Find an advisor that can help you. You want to make sure it's somebody that knows what they're doing. By the way, be sure to check us out every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live Wise Women Invest. Yep, we talk all about investments. Yes. We are financial advisors. Yes, I know. Be sure to check us out at Wise Women Invest. We stream live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Roku, and somewhere else. LinkedIn, Facebook, Roku, somewhere else. But anyway, go to LinkedIn. YouTube. We stream live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Roku every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We didn't stream live last Wednesday because I was traveling and so was Carolyn. But we'll be back again this Wednesday, 7 p.m. to talk about investments. Find a professional, Taurus, to help you do that. Okay? Tune into the show, too, if you need some advice. Gemini, try to include the one you love in your plans today. It might not be time to pick up the slack or do your share. It might be time to pick up the slack or do your share. Don't be a pest or a troublemaker today. All right, Gemini, don't be a pest. Don't be a troublemaker. Don't be a slacker. Do your share and try to include the loved ones in your plans. But don't be a troublemaker today. And definitely don't be a pest. Nobody likes pests. They just don't. Like, oh my God. Have you ever worked somewhere and said, oh my God, that person is a pest? I went to the store yesterday, right? So we did our little decorating outside. Put up like garland on the trees and lights on the house. And we got a big tree in our yard. So we put like, and it's tall, so we couldn't reach the top. But we got like garland going around the tree. And we got these really big candy canes and Christmas cards and, you know, Christmas trees and Santa Claus. They're all hanging on the tree. And so I had to go to the store to get this stuff. So the young lady who was behind the counter, when I tell y'all her voice was so annoying, it was crazy. She had one of them high-pitched voice, and she just kept talking. And she just kept calling this lady mommy. It's like, yeah, mommy, yeah, mommy, yeah, mommy, yeah. And she said that for like 10 minutes. And I was on the other side of the store. I was like, who is that? I didn't know it was a young lady that worked the counter. And all I kept hearing, I said, okay, mommy, yeah, mommy, yeah, mommy. And I was like, oh. And so I'm on the back of the store, like going, oh my God, she needs to shut up. Like her voice, and she's loud, and she just keeps saying the same thing. So when I got to the register, I got a chance to see who it was. So it was the other young lady behind, on the register next to the one I was at, and she just kept saying it. And then so the lady left. And then she just started talking to the next person. She just started all over again. I was like, oh my God. So the kid that was ringing me up, right? I wanted to say to him so bad, how do you deal with that all day long? But if I said that, I would have been a troublemaker. But I ain't say anything. I was like, ooh. In my mind, I was thinking, oh boy, I could not do this all day with her. Anyway, let's keep it going. Cancer, entertainment should, I just read that right. No, I shouldn't, right? Cancer, entertainment should include the whole family. You may have problems balancing your books. You need to pamper yourself for a change. Listen, pamper yourself. Go get your nails done, your hair did, your toes done. Get a spa day. I want to go to they have a spa here in Gwinnett County. They got two, I think, that have salt rooms. I want to go to the salt room. So salt, pink Himalayan salt, is supposed to pull all the impurities out of your body. I want to go do that. So I think I'm going to go pamper myself. And Cancer, you should come and join me. Let's go to the salt cave and sit in the salt room and let all the impurities get pulled out of our bodies. I need to do that. Leo, don't count on friends to be loyal when it comes to doing things. Intellectual stimulation is what you're looking for. You can write beautiful love letters today. Okay, listen and look at you being a love letter writer. Go ahead, Leo, write some love letters. Now, here's the thing. Who are you writing those love letters to? To your family, to your children, to your husband. Who? I don't know. Now make sure that this is a love letter that you can write that won't get out and cause problems in your life. I'm just trying to help you out and save you some trouble. You hear what I'm saying? All right, now write a love letter. It's your love letter writing self today. Go ahead, write some beautiful ones. Yeah, put them in a book. Yeah, I'm just trying to help you out. Virgo, don't second guess yourself. Just go get it. Yes. You have the stamina and determination to succeed. Problems with peers are apparent. Listen, you have the stamina and the determination to succeed. Yes, baby, you got what it takes. You can do it. Listen, Virgo, you can do anything you put your mind to. Just know that. We all can. Here's the thing. You got to put your mind to it. You got to learn how to focus. I'm guilty. I am so guilty of being all over the place sometimes. I am. But when I'm focused, oh man, stuff happens. Good stuff. And Virgo, you can do it too. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this one to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thorson. Stay tuned.
I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return for my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so alone and afraid. Wasn't looking for a lover. Nobody understood where I've been. I guess I thought I needed more time to protect my love from potential offense. So I then you and you, but I so you and I'm not surprised by what I found, because I know I needed something different, and it had to be you. Out the blue, somebody who. Out of all started building trust and my fragile heart started to mend. Yeah. I should have paid attention. You would have been the obvious choice, but I needed time to see clearly, dig deep and cut through the noise. So then you came around and you played it cool, but I shut it down. So you took your time and I opened up. I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I know I needed something different and it had to be you. Out the blue, somebody who would listen and it had to be you. Out of all the people to revive my love, couldn't be just anyone. But baby, it had to be you, you.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're gonna pick it up with Libra. Someone you care about may let you down or criticize your methods. Travel should be on your agenda. You would get out of shape easily if you don't keep up on top of things. Yes, listen, my goal is to wake up every morning at 6 o'clock and meditate, exercise, and pray, journal. I did two of the 4. I'm getting there. I did 2 of the 4. Of course, exercise wasn't one of them. Yeah. Yep. No, I did 3 of the 4. Exercise, pray, journal, meditate. I did 3 of the 4. I had to get the exercise part. I had to count them out on my fingers. Scorpio, your personal secrets may be revealed if you let coworkers in on your family dilemmas. Don't be too eager to dismiss someone who works under you. Although it does look promising, be careful not to overextend yourself or you will lose in the long run. Listen here. Keep your business to yourself today, Scorpio, because your coworkers is going to let your business out. So don't tell them. If you having family problems, I know you want to tell somebody because you need to get it off your chest. Not your coworkers. Not today. Call your cousin. Call your best friend, not your coworkers, because they're going to put your business in the street. I'm just trying to help you out. They're going to put your business in the street today, Scorpio. Don't tell them. I'm just trying to tell you now. Sagittarius, family outings will make you feel secure and happy. Be prepared to have relatives or close friends introduce you to new and exciting individuals. It might not be best to keep your ideas to yourself. Yeah, now's not the time to share them ideas, Sagittarius. Keep it to yourself. I know you want to share with somebody. Not today. Not your ideas. Keep them to yourself. Because here's what's going to happen, right? You're going to share that idea with a small-minded person who can't see the vision, and they're not going to give you the response or the feedback that you need. So in order to not go through that, just keep it to yourself. Because sometimes, and there's an old saying, you can't share big ideas with small-minded people. You just can't. They don't get it. Trust me, I know. I had plenty of big ideas, and I stopped sharing them because people don't get them because they're too big. It's outside their core of thought. You know what I'm saying? So keep it to yourself today, Sag. I know you want to share. Find that person that you like talking to about those things. Talk to that person. And you may not even want to talk to that person. Just keep it to yourself. Talk about it tomorrow. Sleep on it first. Then talk about it. Capricorn, don't hesitate to come right out and ask for the pertinent information. Think hard before going into business with friends and family. I'm talking about real hard. Don't let peers distract you or push their work away. Push their work your way. Listen here, you want to think really hard before going into business with friends and families. Here's why. Because a business relationship is business, and when you go into business with family and friends, you have to be willing to agree to disagree about things. You have to be willing to put the cards on the table. You have to be willing to be open about what's happening. You have to make sure that you guys have the same goal. You have to make sure that you're on the same page about the business and where you're taking it. I think I told you guys a couple of a couple of weeks ago, I was in a meeting with the company, CEO of a company and her team, and I had to do a presentation. And one of my things was, you need to make sure that everybody's on the same page as you. And I asked her, what would you do if you got an offer for somebody to buy your company? And she kind of stalled for a second. But later on, she said to me, I want to be able to fund my son's dreams. Like, she has 2 sons, and they have dreams of doing something else, not the family business, and which means that she would sell the business. Now, that sounds good to her because it's her business, but what about the people who work there, right? Now, just imagine that's your family and your friends that work there. And you know that I'm building this to sell, and they're building it to keep. They're building it to hold. They want to leave a legacy, all this kind of stuff. These are the conversations you need to have, Capricorn, before you start the business. Yeah, make sure you have those because these are really important conversations. I remember starting a company with 5 of us in the company, and when we after we formed the company and we were having our meetings, we found out that one of the people in the company was not trying to build that company to sell. But we never asked a question in the beginning. Had we asked that question in the beginning, she might not have been one of the partners. And so then she didn't have a lot of love for the company. Like, it was like, I don't care what y'all do. Because if we're going to build it to sell, I don't want to. She really didn't want to be a part of it. Her goal was to build it and hold it. And we were like the right money coming on, we're going to sell this joker. So it was 5 of us, and 4 of us said sell. She said not sell. So that wasn't a good relationship. But so needless to say, the company folded. Yeah, folded. Aquarius, you may find yourself in a predicament with family members. Accept the inevitable. You need to keep everyone on your domestic scene too busy to complain. Find them some work to do. Listen, shut the complaining down. Give them something to do. That's what that works. Trust me. When people are getting on your nerve, find them something to do, because now it takes them off of your back and put them on a different project. You are not the project. So give them something to do at home. You know what I'm saying? Give them something to do. That way they can leave you alone. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, delve a little deeper if you really want to know the score. Family may not want to get involved, but an entrepreneur will. Oh, shucks now. Try to channel your energy into physical work. Oh, shuck it, duck it now. All right, listen, I know my family members don't want to get involved in my ventures. I already know that. I learned that 24 years ago. Yes, I've learned. My husband, he will support. He's not really the involvement type. Like, he will do certain things, but when it comes to the real side of the business, nah, he's just gonna support me though. But when it's time to partner and do things like that, And I already know my family is not. Even my daughter, like, I want her to be involved in my business. She's not like that. Like, she could be like this super duper superstar entrepreneur, but she has to want that. So I used to try to get her to get involved, but then I realized she really doesn't want it. And I take this stuff really serious. So I stopped asking people, because being an entrepreneur to me is my way of life. It's my bread and butter. I take it super serious. And when I find people don't take it serious, I just don't want them to be involved in it. And that's a way to keep the relationships intact, because now I'm not disappointed and they're not stressed out because they can't live up to my expectations being an entrepreneur. So that's how that has to work, and you need to recognize these things early on, okay? Okay. So all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noda Astrology Mike Thassa. Now let's get on to some news that you can use. Well, it looks like some of the workers for the school board may see a nice little bonus in their check in December. Yep. The Gwinnett County Board of Education recently approved December bonuses of $1,000 to all active school district employees eligible for benefits and a paid Juneteenth holiday next year for all staff. All right, Gwinnett Board, I hear you. Listen. That extra $1,000 can come in handy. That way, y'all ain't got to go into debt for Christmas. You know what I mean? Take the $1,000, spend half of it. Yeah, my husband used to call me a black Jew. Spend half of the $1,000 on Christmas. Put the other half away. Yeah, don't spend the whole $1,000. No. I wouldn't spend. I would spend $500 though. I ain't gonna lie. I probably wouldn't spend $500. I probably would come very close though. The other $500. So let me tell y'all a quick story, right? So my husband likes to play the lottery. I play every once in a while. Every once in a blue moon. And if I win, I say to him, so let's say, like, I like to play the scratch off, the bingo scratch offs. And I used to win like $15, $20. And him, because he has no control, right? If he wins, he put all of it back. I'm not doing that. What's the purpose of playing if I'm put it all back? So I will win. Let's say I won $15, right? I'll tell him, yeah, you take that $5 and put it back and give me my $10. And he just look at me and shake my head like, the purpose of me playing for $1 or $2 or $3 was to win. So if I win and put it all back, that doesn't make sense to me. So I'm big. I can win $10. I said take $3 and give me one more and give me my $9 back, my $7. He just look at me and shakes his head like, I'm not. That's the purpose of me playing, to win. I need to make a profit. I'm all about the profit, y'all. I get the reinvestment. I reinvested $3. Give me my $7. I'm gonna put it back. I reinvested $5. Give me $10 back. I have done things like spend $6 and give me back 18 or 19. He just looks at me and shakes his head like, yep, I'm not gonna do what you do, because he put all his back. I'm like, I'm not doing that. That defeats the purpose. Anyway, the bonus will be paid in a lump sum in the December monthly check for over about 21,500 employees, including teachers, administrators, support personnel. All you guys will get that $1,000 in December, which is amazing. Yep, the one-time bonuses is $21.5 million. Yeah. All right, cool. So y'all go ahead, shop responsibly. Do that now. Do that. To read the full story, you can go to ajc.com. There's more there talking about the $1,000. I'm also talking about $700 for something else. So you want to read the full story, go to ajc.com. You can check out the entire story right there. You know, there's a new trend going around right now. It says the American dream for rent. Yeah, and you know what's interesting, right? Let me tell you what happened to me. And I could just smack myself, but I'm gonna show myself some grace. So when I moved to Georgia, we didn't know where we were really gonna be living, because my husband got a job offer in Athens, and I was like, well, I'm not moving to Athens because it's too far away from Atlanta, right? So I need to be in the middle. So that's how we landed in Lawrenceville. He wound up working in Marietta, go figure, on the other side of the world. So he travels from Lawrenceville every day to Marietta. So we landed in Lawrenceville. So when I came down here, we weren't ready to buy a house because we didn't know where we were going to be living. So I was like, well, let's just rent a house. We sold our house in New Jersey. We came down here and we rented a house. And the guy found us the perfect house for the family. It had a room for my uncle. Him and my mom shared a bathroom. I had my own bathroom. It had a third bathroom downstairs. I had a room for office. My daughter had a room. She didn't have a baby at the time. I had 2 guest rooms on top. It was amazing. The house was perfect. Everybody had their space. It was a great house. And I wanted the house. And I wanted to buy the house. So quite a few times I would ask the landlord, hey, thinking about selling? She's like, no, not yet. Now, here's the thing. When I was in Jersey, my mortgage was $39.93 a month. That was just the mortgage. That wasn't like, public service and gas and electric, none of that stuff. Water bills. It was just the mortgage, $39.93. So my rent at this beautiful house that looked better than my house in Jersey was $14.50. So I'm like, holy crap. Like, this is amazing. So we planned it out. We stayed right there. It's like, okay, we're going to stay right here till she said, well, we stayed there. That was 2013. She finally said to me in 2019, I'm ready to sell. I said, okay. When she called me to tell me that, I was on my way getting on a ship. I was literally getting on a ship to go on a cruise. Literally. Like, she called me. I had just got checked in. I had just checked my passport. I was getting on the ship to go take a cruise. I was like, okay, great. I'm about to take this trip. I will call you when I get back so we can get the ball rolling by the house. All right. That was September 2019. I get off the cruise. She changes her mind. She's not ready to buy the house. I'm annoyed now because I really want to buy the house. So I want to buy the house. So she never talks about it again. So instead of me moving in 19, I was like, well, she's going to change her mind soon, right? Well, she did change her mind. She changed her mind this year. I no longer needed the house. My family had went from 6 people to 3 people. The prices of the houses had tripled. I know what the house cost when I moved there. I'm not paying $390 for a house that was worth $190 in 2019. I was like, I'm not doing it. So I decided to rent a house, another house, which I'm so destroyed about that. And the reason, and she didn't give me a lot of notice. So had she given me enough notice, we probably would have tried to find something. Doubt we would have found anything, because the housing market right now is a seller's market. All the houses are ridiculously high. The same house that was one price, and last year this time is triple the price, which is crazy. And so I was like, okay, I got to get out of this house because I don't want to be in a house where people are walking through my house and, you got to leave the house so they can come in. I was like, we're not doing that. So we're going to move and let her sell her house. Well, needless to say, the house is still, I don't even know if she put the house on the market, which is crazy. Like, why would you say that? And then when I said, okay, we're just going to move, she said, okay. She didn't care because she's going to make a huge profit on the house. She paid like $190 for the house, I think, when she bought it. The house probably was going to appraise for around, in this market, probably around $360, $390, because that's what the houses are going for. So she's going to make a great profit on the house. So she didn't care if I left. Me, on the other hand, I was beating myself up because I'm like, oh my God, how did I let myself get in this situation? I was so pissed off at myself. And I just really got over being pissed off at myself probably about a month ago. But I said all that to say there is a trend going on right now where people are saying, you know what, I want to rent a house versus buying a house. Now, I know to a lot of financial investors that doesn't make sense because when you own a house, because I've owned a house, you build up equity in that house, and if you ever need to take that money out, you can. You can't take money out of a house that you rent. I know that already. The problem is that I'm just not in a place where I want to pay triple for a house that I know is not worth that because the market is so inflated right now. And so there are a lot of people like me who are saying, you know what, I don't know where I want to live. That's how I got into this, in that position in the first place. I didn't know where I wanted to live because my husband went for a job in Athens. They flew him down to Athens. We thought for sure he was going to be working in Athens. He gets here. They realized they couldn't afford to pay him what he was making in Jersey. And then he had to go to Marietta. And I'm like, oh my God. So we got here that way. But there are other people who say, you know, I don't want to have a house where I got to cut the grass. If something breaks, I got to find somebody. And that's what's happening. So right now there's this trend going on. It's called For Rent, the American Dream. And there is a developer, Parkland Communities, is finishing up 2 new townhome sections in Sweetwater, in the Sweetwater Springs community. It's build to rent community in Duluth, right off Duluth Highway. There are 200 people on their waiting list, and people have said, you know what, I don't mind renting, right? Because for some, it's not about building equity in a house. It's about, I don't want to cut the grass. I don't want to have to worry about if something breaks down. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I really right now, when something goes wrong, I just pick up the phone and call somebody and they send somebody out. That's a peace of mind. The problem is, for me, is that I understand the whole equity piece and I want that part. So I'm not planning on staying here forever. Like, I stayed in that house for 8 years and I could kick myself, but I loved the house and I wanted to buy the house. And then when I got the opportunity, my family, I didn't need a house. It was a big house. It was 7 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms. You know, my mom passed away. My daughter and the baby left. That just left me, my husband, and my uncle. I'm like, well, we don't need this house, and it costs too much. I already know she's gonna try to smack our heads off because the market is in her favor right now. But anyway, there's this trend going around where people are really interested in renting homes, and there are companies like the one that I rent from. That's all they're doing. So you wonder why there's no inventory on the market. Well, you got these big hedge funds companies. They're buying up all the houses and they're renting them out. They have trucks and everything. So when you rent your house out, they send if something goes wrong, they send the company, the repair person out to fix that thing. And so that's what they're doing. Because people were saying, my brother was saying, why can't we find a house? I said, well, because I found this out when I was looking for somewhere to live, that there are hedge fund companies. They're buying up all the inventory and then they're renting the inventory out. Because there are a lot more people who are willing to rent now than ever before, and they don't mind renting a house. The house I had before, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful 7-bedroom house. It was big enough for my family. It was a beautiful house. The house I'm in right now is a beautiful house. It's a beautiful house, and it's perfect for my family. I just cannot rent for 8 years again, so that's not going to happen. But for some, it's okay. My goal right now is to actually build a house. And so, you know, for some people, they're saving a lot of money by renting, so they can take their money and invest it, which is a great thing. I don't think I'm saving any money because my rent is high. But I needed a place to live to get out of that house because I really did not want to be in a house where people was walking through. I had to leave the house because they got to show the house. Like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So anyway, there's a trend. I don't know which side of the fence you stand on. Right now, I'm on the side of renting because I'm going to build next year. So that's the goal. I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song and give you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
It was so easy. holding on to your past. Yeah. Get out, get under and just relax. And that's what my friends are telling me. I wish it was easy, but it's not easy. I need to get it off my mind, before it devours all my energy. So hard to leave it all behind. I write my pain down in a melody. My heart is just another melody. Oh, so before I get over you, I'm gonna sing it now. Just another melody. I need to get it off my mind. Oh, before it devours all my energy. Yeah, so hard to leave it all behind. Oh, I write my pain down in a melody. Oh, melody. Oh, over you. Just another melody.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So Rowan is the research center that's coming to Gwinnett County, and it is going to be bringing a lot of jobs and a lot of growth here in Gwinnett County. So the CULA is seeing a lot of people interested in building and doing development in the CULA, because even though Rowan is not in the CULA, it is close to the CULA, and so it's going to be bringing a lot of interest here in Gwinnett County. So I can imagine between Brazelton, Lawrenceville, the CULA, probably Auburn, there's going to be a lot of growth going on, because that project is a project that's supposed to last for decades. Decades. You know what I'm saying? So the goal is to get at least 100,000 people working over the next few decades. Right now, in the next few years, 18,000. That's a lot of people, y'all. A lot of people, and they got development all over the area right now. The CULA is seeing some tremendous growth in the area, because of not just because of Rowan, but that's going to be adding. It's an attraction for a lot of people, because the research center is probably going to be huge. I remember being on a call. They had I want to say it's like a focus group call, and I was on that call, and they was asking us, what do we want to see? My thing was, I would love to see 3D printed houses. Like someone said that before I said it. I'm like, that's so cool. But I've seen a 3D printed house. I've seen them print one with a 3D print. It's huge. It's a huge monstrosity of a machine, but it literally prints out a house in about a day or two. Seriously, like all your walls are up, everything is there. All you have to do is go in and insulate and do the rest of the work. But the house itself, the foundation is printed in cement via 3D printer. So one guy said that, and I agreed. I thought that would be great, because they wanted to know what is it that we wanted to see on that campus. Even though it's going to be a learning campus, it's going to have mixed use development for living and nightlife and eating and things like that. So it's a lifestyle kind of thing. But the CULA is getting a lot of attention because of where it's going to be located, the proximity of where it's going to be located, and it's going to bring a lot of jobs. For a lot of people, they may not like it because the CULA is such a small, cute little town. It is growing. And speaking of small, cute little towns, Auburn is doing the same thing. It is growing. I don't know if you've ever been to Auburn. It is a small, cute little town, but it is growing because it's really the next town over from the CULA. And so it is growing just as fast, right? So right now, Auburn has fewer than 8,000 residents. That's what it has right now. But they're expecting that number to double. Yep. They're building over there. It still has that small town feel right now, which I love. I love the small town feel. But they are growing. People have found out about them. It's like one of the little best kept secrets, and it's growing. So towns around Gwinnett County are growing. People that don't like it, they're moving. I heard somebody say they live in Bethlehem, which is on the other side. I think it's on the going towards like I think it's going towards Athens, and they live in Bethlehem. Now that's a little bit out there, and you know it's still very rural out there. And they were like, "Oh my God!" Like they're coming out here too. It was crazy because they weren't happy about it. And so I know for some people they're not happy, but for a lot of people they are happy because now that means more jobs in their community, and this gives you the opportunity to to expand and meet new people and do all that. For some people, it's not a good thing. For some people, it is. You know, we're building on that 2,000 acres over there that's kind of in between Auburn and Lawrenceville and Tequila. That's going to be a huge boom of people coming into Auburn as well as Tequila. So it's a lot going on here in Gwinnett County. A lot of buildings. It's a lot of growth. And a lot of people are happy, and a lot of people aren't happy. But you can't listen. Change is good sometimes. Some people can't take it. Change is good sometimes. So Auburn is growing. If you haven't got a chance to see downtown Auburn, go check it out. It's cute. It's really cute. I don't know if it's going to change like Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville downtown still looks pretty nice. We got the huge art center down there, which is gorgeous. I can't wait to go to attend some shows there. As a matter of fact, I got to do my vision board for the year. I stopped doing resolutions and I started doing vision boards. So I didn't do one last year though. So I'm gonna do a vision because I didn't have like last year coming into 2020. My vision was I had a vision. I opened my studio. That was the first vision, and then I normally kind of get to the vision board around February. But I was busy trying to get ready because I had to speak at the conference, the Podfest conference. So I didn't get a chance to do that. And when I tell y'all that I didn't do a vision board, but this year I'm going to do a vision board because I want to talk about the vision. All right, listen, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to go to my last song, then I'm going to come back and close it out and give you my words of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned.
Say it again, say it again. You're saying you're sorry, so say it again. You can make my world go black. Say you love me, then you take it back. Say it again, say it again. You want my forgiveness, so say it again. You're my thunder of my darkest night. You just can't go back and make it right. 'Cause it's too late. Your time is up. Damage done and now it's stuck. 'Cause it's too late. You roll the dice and now you have to pay the price. Yeah. I'm in a better place now. I'm not gonna worry. Can do that. My heart was open wide. I could feel it breaking deep inside. 'Cause it's too late. Your time is up. Damage done and now we're stuck. 'Cause it's too late. You roll the dice and now you have to pay the price. In a better place now. I'm not gonna worry, no. I'm not even sorry. You're gonna be the lonely one.
back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration. And here it goes. It says, get your ideas on paper and study them. Don't let them go to waste. I know that's short and sweet, but it's true. You have an idea right now. It's the end of the year. You've gone through the year. You thought about something that you really wanted to do. Whether you want to learn how to play the piano, you want to learn how to do archery, you want to learn how to shoot a gun, you want to learn how to start a business. There's something that you wanted to do. Put it on paper. Write it down. Don't let it go to waste. Study that thing. Become good at it. Make it your craft. Especially if it's something you want to really succeed at. You got to study it. You got to learn the ins and outs about it. Whatever it is. If you want to be a track star, do that. I saw this little old lady. She was like 101. She was still running track. I can't run a half a block. She was running a full track. You know why? Because she never gave up on her dreams. And she get up every day and she probably practiced running. Now, she wasn't running fast. She wasn't sprinting. But she was running at 101. Because it was something she was passionate about. It was something that she wanted to do. She studied how to do it at her age. And she was still doing it. That's what you got to do. You can't let the dream go to waste. Write it down. Write the vision and make it plain. That's biblical. Write that vision down, whatever it is. If you want to start a bakery, if you want to write a book, if you want to start a podcast, if you want to start a song, if you want to start a record label, write it down, make the vision plain, study the process, study the industry, and then keep moving forward. That's what you got to do. All right, that's all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 51 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. I want to thank you for listening. Be sure if you miss any episodes of this show to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. And do me a favor, support the show by clicking on support the show. That's all you got to do. Click support the show, and then you click on something after the support tab. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Always follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at GM Gwinnett, the number 1. GM Gwinnett, the number 1. And Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. And be sure to tune in every Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. I'll be back again tomorrow. If you listen to this show on Apple Podcasts, go to Apple Podcasts, download the app, find your favorite 2 podcast episodes, give them 5 stars, love, like, share, and subscribe to the show there as well. Thank you so much for listening. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Until next time, my friends. Until next time. Make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.